So people are saying, well, he's not having a noticeable limp on the sidelines, so maybe it's not a big deal. I don't know. Maybe. Kawhi Leonard is out with an ACL sprain. What's the ACL? Well, since you asked, I'm going to tell you. All right, so the ACL is the anterior cruciate ligament. You guys hear about this being torn, sprained all the time because it's a common injury. It happens with foot planted flexion and twisting at the knee. So the ACL is this ligament that goes from the femur to the tibia, and it prevents anterior tibial translation. In other words, the tibia moving forward on the tibia. The tibia moving forward relative to the femur. So anterior tibial translation, also some rotation. However, he doesn't have a tear. This is being called a sprain. So the difference between ACL injuries, the way they're graded, is grade 1 is a sprain where you're just stretching the fibers. Grade 2 is a partial tear, so we tear some of the fibers of the ACL. And grade 3 is a complete rupture of the ACL. Grade 3, of course, that's surgery. Grade 2, it's going to depend. Grade 1, those are going to be treated non-operatively. Now, here's the thing. You're a professional athlete, you have an ACL sprain, it's not torn, it hurts, but you're in the playoffs now. How soon do they get you back? That's the question. We talked in another episode about the Lakers firing their entire training staff, or they've at least let go of their head trainer, and there are more changes to follow. Is there some philosophy that some training staffs have compared to others, that some are more aggressive about getting players back to play compared to others, and that may impact how some players do after injuries? Possibly, but I can't imagine they're doing anything that's not based on evidence, right? There's big money involved and people's health involved, right? So I'm certain that there's a lot that's being done that's based on evidence, but even then, there's going to be some leeway on what you do. 6 to 8 weeks for somebody to get back to play. Do you let them get back at 6 weeks, or do you let them get back at 8 weeks? So Kawhi has got an ACL sprain. The guy's already pretty good shape. How long are they going to let him rehab or do some strengthening, or even just get some rest to allow this thing to heal before he gets back in the game? I don't know. They're doing okay, right? But look who put the team together. West. He knows how to put teams together, doesn't he? Anyway, we'll see. He'll be back, I think, though. We'll just see how much of an impact he's going to make once he comes back, because we don't know really what an ACL sprain means, because it's not torn, but how bad of a sprain is it? We'll find out.
With him not having a noticeable limp on the sidelines during the games, is that a good sign, or does that not mean anything?
So people are saying, well, he's not having a noticeable limp on the sidelines, so maybe it's not a big deal. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, if a person's not limping as much, it likely means they're not as much in pain, but he could be very tough. He could be taking pain medication. Who knows? I don't think you can judge it on that. The only thing you'd be able to make a comment about that is his orthopedic surgeon or his trainers who've done an exam, and they know how stable or unstable that knee is. They know how much pain he's having. They've looked at the MRI. I don't know if you can really judge it by just he's not limping noticeably on the sidelines. He's a tough guy, right? That being said, no limp is better than a limp, right? Because if you're limping, you're obviously in pain and there's something going on. So I think it's a good sign, but we can't read too much into it because you don't know what's going on.